really, this is the overacting part. I'll probably cut this out. This is no good. Howdy, this is Manic Real Fake Outsider Artist coming to you. I don't say it anymore. Man, the doodly-doos are all screwed up. Coming to you from the bunker system with the story that I'm about to go into right now. Here we go, segue right into the thing. With a story. It's a true story, I swear. You won't believe me. You won't believe me that this is a true story because so many things I say are just strange. And how can you believe them? But I was watching this movie by Conrad Brooks titled The Vampire Gypsy. And in the now I talked about Jan Jill. Did any of you run out and get the 2 Jan Jill movies? It's a deal because you get both movies on one DVD. Anyway, so if you did, I don't know if you will run out and get, but the Gypsy Vampire movie comes with another movie. Anyway, I should be drinking to do this, but I'm watching this movie and I think the production values in this film are way too high because, like, sent back up to the Jan Jill movie, there were no production values in that movie, which was why it was so incredible. This movie had sets, and I was about ready to turn it off about halfway through because I thought, this sucks because they spent, you know, maybe as much as like $300 to kind of put this together. And then I realized they were making the movie in a Halloween haunted house. Well, anyway, that brought back memories of when Manic Mark was Chainsaw Monster. Years ago, this is many years ago, so there's no photograph. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I remember how it happened. I was taking pictures. I took a picture for a newspaper, like the only time I ever did that, of the haunted house. And while I was there taking a picture, they said, well, do you want to volunteer? And I thought to myself, And so this was an old, rundown, empty farmhouse that they converted. And I said, well, okay. So I just show up. And they're handing out assignments. What do you want to do? Do you want to be Chainsaw Monster? I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, that sounds like fun. So they take me up to the 2nd floor of this house. So what the deal is that people, they would walk through in groups, and they would come in, and then there was a kid. His job was to stand on the chair, and he had a noose around his neck. And then as they would walk through and turn a corner, there was like a 2x4 railing. They would turn a corner, and they would go down the stairs, okay? That corner was open, and there were stairs. And in the back of this little room, there was a door to an attic, or like a little eave, you know, attic area, door about 3 or 4 feet high. And it was my job to go in behind this door with this chainsaw that they gave me. Electric chainsaw. Unfortunately, they took the blade off of it, the chain, and I didn't bring my own. So I had to improvise with acting that there was a chain in the electric chainsaw. So when you pull the trigger, it would go, you would make the chainsaw noise, okay? So anyway, they gave me a mask. That's right. I think I had some kind of rubber mask on. I can't even remember what the hell it looked like now. And did I just wear some black clothes? I don't remember. All I remember is the first group, and you know who goes to haunted houses. It's mostly teenagers, young kids and teenagers. And they come through, and the kid standing on the chair out in front of me is doing the worst acting job of moaning I've ever heard. So I come out of this little cubby hole, and I'd run the chainsaw, and I hear that, like, oh, that wasn't very, that's boring. And then they go away, and I kind of, wow, what am I going to do? I got to amp this up. I didn't use the word amp because that wasn't slang back then. I said, I got to do something more. I got to have more energy. So I brought whiskey with me, so I had a slug to whiskey to brace myself. And I get back in my hole, and it's not a door on hinges. It's just a piece of, it's like a piece of lumber. So it flops down. So the next group of kids that came through, the kids doing the little like the bad moaning. It was actually perfect. He was sort of the straight man for me, right? So I figure I can kind of tell when most of them are in the room. And then I slam the door down and I spring out in true haunted house fashion with the chainsaw. And he screamed that time, and it was so cool, all right? So I thought, oh, well, I can do better than that. So the next time I slam the door down and I come out and I start to like lunge a little bit underneath the 2x4s at their feet. So they're jumping up, okay? And then when they go down the stairs, like the little girls with their boyfriends, they're going down the stairs. I figured out that I could sit on the railing, the 2x4 railing. I could wrap my leg. I was much younger then. Wrap my leg around the 2x4 railing, and I can lean down with the chainsaw and swing it. So I had kids on their asses, screaming, sliding down the stairs on their butts, down the stairs, screaming. That was great. And as the night went on, I started to come out and I started to insult people. I insulted the young people as they came through. I called them pot smokers and stupid, and I don't know what I did. I just insulted them. And I scared them and I insulted them, and it was great fun being Chainsaw Monster. And I know I did a pretty good job. I don't know, I try to keep my insults, you know, not really horrible, but nobody cared. Everybody was scared. It worked out. So at the end of the evening, they gathered everybody together, and they made a special thanks to Chainsaw Monster. They were like, oh, Chainsaw Monster. Yeah, there you go. Because the screams, I got the best screams. It was great fun. And I came down with a horrible cold the next day, and I couldn't do it again. That was very sad. Because I think it's what I would have done for the rest of my life, was be Chainsaw Monster. I think that's what I was cut out to do. You don't have any... So there's no... Well, I could make pizzas. I could do just part-time, maybe. Well, wait. Do you know anybody else that would be looking for a Chainsaw Monster, by chance?